Hello there, welcome to the second season of Monday Mornings. Episode number 2, I'm Agus and Yatran, the top stories.
Take a look at what happened.
Shocking the world as former US President Donald Trump was injured in the shooting at Pennsylvania campaign rally. We have the latest on that. The Thai Meteorological Department has released a weather advisory forecasting heavy to very heavy rainfall across most regions of Thailand from July the 14th to July the 18th. In Phuket, a fire broke out shortly after midnight on Saturday at Karon Plaza in Phuket's capital district, causing substantial damage to property worth several million Thai baht. And in world news, more than 60 people have been missing after 2 buses were swept into a river in Nepal. Good morning, everyone. We begin the program with the shocking news as US former President Donald Trump. He was injured because he was shot in his right ear during a campaign rally in Butler, Pennsylvania, prompting an immediate response from his security guards. The incident, which the Secret Service is investigating as an assassination attempt, resulting in the death of one rally attendee and injuries to 2 others. The assailant involved in the shooting is deceased. The shooting took place as Trump began his address at the Butler Farm Show. Initiating struck, Trump managed to find brief cover behind the podium before Secret Service agents quickly surrounded him for protection. After a tense moment, he was escorted safely out of the area, later confirming via social media that he had been shot and had suffered significant bleeding. We have the latest report from Russia Today.
A lot is still being raised in terms of questions about motive and how they were able to get so close, what exactly was going on with security. But Donald Trump is out of the hospital. We all saw how he, was bleeding from his ear. The bullet apparently struck the upper part of his right ear. He went to the hospital for treatment for that injury. He's out of the hospital now, and this statement was put forward on Truth Social, the social media outlet that Donald Trump owns.
I want to thank the United States Secret Service and all of law enforcement for their rapid response on the shooting that just took place in Butler, Pennsylvania. Most importantly, I want to extend my condolences to the family of the person at the rally who was killed, and also to the family of another person that was badly injured. It is incredible that such an act can take place in our country. Nothing is known at this time about the shooter, who is now dead. I was shot with a bullet that pierced the upper part of my right ear. I knew immediately that something was wrong in that I heard a whizzing sound, shots, and immediately felt the bullet ripping through the skin. Much bleeding took place, so I realized then what was happening. God bless America.
Joe Biden addressed the nation as the president about the fact that the main opponent of his in the upcoming election in November was faced an attempted assassination. However, during Joe Biden's press conference, which was very brief, his brief remarks to the nation, he stopped short of calling it an attempted assassination, even after he was directly asked about that by a reporter.
Everybody must condemn it. Everybody. I'll keep you informed, and if I am able to speak to Donald, I'll let you know that as well. But so far, it appears he's doing well, number one. Number two, that there's thoroughly investigating what happened to anyone else in the audience. We have some reports, but not final reports. And every agency in the federal government, I'm going back to my phone to speak with the federal agencies that are being put together again to give me an updated briefing. Has anything happened? They learned any more in the last couple hours.
President, do you think it was an assassination attempt?
I don't know enough to. I have an opinion, but I don't have any facts. So I want to make sure we have all the facts before I make any more comments. Thank you.
The rally site is under thorough investigation. All kinds of law enforcement agencies are in Butler, Pennsylvania, trying to get to the bottom of what exactly happened. The FBI, the Bureau of Alcohol, Firearms, and Tobacco, the Secret Service is all over the scene. A lot of questions are being raised, but Donald Trump made clear he will continue his campaign. And the Republican National Convention, where Donald Trump is scheduled in the next few days to accept the nomination of his party, will proceed as usual. They will not be canceling the Republican convention. Donald Trump is set to go in and accept the Republican nomination in Milwaukee very soon. At this point, we're going to have to look on how this will be remembered in American history. Certainly that image of Donald Trump holding up his fist, the bloody ear, telling his supporters to fight, 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 that is going to be iconic, and that is going to go down in history as a key moment in American politics. And it's also worth noting that Donald Trump's supporters, many of them view him as being at war or in opposition to something they refer to as the deep state. Donald Trump has said he wants to drain the swamp, and many of his supporters view the FBI, the intelligence agencies, as working against the president, working against Donald Trump when he was in office.
It is so grateful that he is safe and he's now heading to a new campaign rally site. The story about the weather in Thailand will be reported later on the program, but first, a fire broke out shortly after midnight on Saturday on July the 13th at Kuron Plaza in Phuket's capital district, causing substantial damage to property worth several million baht. The blaze at the plaza, which hosts several interconnected clothing stores, forced shop owners and merchants to evacuate their merchandise as firefighters tackled the flames. Kuron Police Station received a report of the fire around 1:30 a.m. and coordinated with firefighting units and Kuron Municipality to dispatch emergency responders to the scene. Firefighters managed to control the fire within 30 minutes, preventing it from spreading to nearby buildings. No casualties were reported. Authorities are currently investigating the cause of the fire. And now it's time for a short break.
Street food is found all over Bangkok, but there are several hot spots you will find an especially large amount of food to try. If you want a full-on street food adventure, these are the places to check out first. The premier street food haunt in Bangkok is Yaowarat, the main thoroughfare in Bangkok's Chinatown. Barbecue seafood is particularly popular. But don't fill up at one place, because to enjoy Bangkok Chinatown street food properly, you should snack and move, just like the locals. The Old City District in Bangkok has legendary street food restaurants scattered among its narrow streets. The area is considered to have the finest pad thai stalls in capital, which pretty much makes it the best in the world. At Khao San Road, you will find a mass of street food options serving everything from fried rice to hot and sour soup. Although these restaurants alter the flavor to be more accessible to the foreign crowds, you can still find plenty of cheap, tasty options around here. The sweat on your back, the pungent smell of chili in air, the rickety chairs and tables, and the cheap, tasty food. It is a dining experience everyone should experience at least once. Uniquely Thailand will return next time with great stories and information about hundreds of other majestic places and awesome activities still waiting to be explored throughout Thailand, the land of smiles. Thank you for joining us today. Sawadee krap.
Let's recap the headlines on Monday mornings. Former US President Donald Trump was shot in his right ear during a campaign rally in Butler, Pennsylvania, prompting an immediate response from his security guards. A fire broke out shortly after midnight on Saturday at Karon Plaza in Phuket's capital district, causing substantial damage to property worth several million Thai baht. The Thai Meteorological Department has released a weather advisory forecasting heavy to very heavy rainfall across most regions of Thailand from July the 14th to July the 18th. The approaching rain is attributed to a strong monsoon through impacting the northern and northeastern areas, coupled with an active low pressure system over the middle South China Sea. Additionally, the ongoing southwest monsoon affecting the Andaman Sea and the Gulf of Thailand is expected to worsen weather conditions in many areas. Authorities warned residents to brace for possible flash floods and overflows, particularly along waterways and low-lying regions, with thunder showers predicted to be widespread and potentially severe. The TMD, or Thai Meteorological Department, advises heightened caution in all modes of transportation during this period. Heavy rain is anticipated across various parts of the country, with northeast provinces such as Bungkan, Sakon Nakhon, and Ubon Ratchathani expected to experience the heaviest downpours. The central region, including Kanchanaburi and Ratchaburi, along with the Bangkok metropolitan areas, will also face heavy rains. Other provinces, including Jantaburi, Trat, Phetchaburi, Surat Thani, and Phuket, are likewise forecasted to receive substantial rainfall. According to the department, maritime conditions during the next 5 days are expected to be challenging, with wave heights ranging from 2 to 3 meters in the upper Andaman Sea and exceeding 3 meters during thunder showers in the upper Gulf of Thailand. The agency has cautioned all vessels planning to be at sea to proceed with caution, while advising small boats to remain ashore during this period of time to ensure safety. More than 60 people are still missing in Nepal after a landslide swept 2 buses into a river. Rescue teams are searching for survivors, but after days of heavy rain, hopes are fading. We have this report from Al Jazeera's Michael Apple.
This highway links southern Nepal to the capital, Kathmandu. It's a busy route, and for now, authorities say it's a high-risk area. In the early hours of Friday, a landslide swept 2 buses off the road through concrete barriers and down a steep embankment into the fast-flowing river below. Each vehicle had been carrying dozens of passengers. Emergency response teams are combing the waters for survivors.
We searched deep under the water, but we couldn't find anything, so we had to come back up.
Days of heavy monsoon rain have left the river murky. Rescue workers are using special sonar equipment to try to detect any sign of life. Jogeshwar is one of the few passengers who made it out alive. He survived, he says, but his family didn't.
The water was up to my neck, but I managed to get out on the riverbank. All 4 of my family are gone.
Official figures show at least 2,400 people were killed in road accidents in the 12 months to April. Analysts point to poorly constructed roads, inadequate safety standards, and reckless driving. This crash took place before dawn. Now the government says it will ban buses from traveling at night if weather alerts are in place. Mike Lappel, Al Jazeera.
Thanks so much for joining us on this Monday mornings. I'm Ada Siniator, and see you next time. Have a great day.